What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my Unmatched strategy series. A little bit of a weird episode today. Not really about strategy at all. It's more of an announcement that is quite literally out of nowhere. I did not see this coming. So much so that I was actually alerted about this by the wonderful Joshua Bart in a comment section that said, "Yo, did you hear about the Marvel comic set?" And I had no idea what he was talking about, so I quickly Googled it and found out that they are releasing 4 new Marvel-themed sets over the summer, which is actually just insane considering that Little Red Riding Hood versus Beowulf was just announced. It feels like a week ago, and obviously I ordered that as soon as I could, and I haven't gotten it yet. So it's just insane to me that they're already planning the next big release for the summer. But anyways, let's actually learn what are these different sets. So there will be 4 different sets, and if you are looking at the screen right now, you can see that there's only 3 names per set. So they're switching up the formula a little bit. Instead of releasing 2 packs or quad packs, they're releasing 3 packs, which has an interesting implication that I'll get to a little bit later. So the first set is Redemption Row, featuring Luke Cage, Ghost Rider, and Moon Knight. The next set is Hell's Kitchen, featuring Gordon Ramsay, I'm just kidding, Daredevil, Elektra, and Bullseye. Teen Spirit, featuring Miss Marvel, Squirrel Girl, and Cloak and Dagger. Squirrel Girl, and for King and Country, featuring Black Widow, Black Panther, and Winter Soldier. So right now on the screen, I've color-coded each of these characters based on whether or not I know them or not. And as you can see, I really don't know a lot of these characters. I have a feeling that a lot of the die-hard Marvel fans, the people that have seen every single movie 5 times or read the comics extensively, they'll probably know who all these characters are. I don't, though, and I would say I represent the average consumer of this product. I'd say that it like Squirrel Girl. The only the only thing I know about her is she like defeats Thanos or something, but I know literally nothing about her. Moon Knight. I've never heard this name before. Like actually, like I've never heard of someone named Moon Knight. So to me, the fact that they're releasing 4 sets and I really don't know a lot of the characters in all these sets combined, I will I mean, let's be honest, I'm probably going to get all 4 sets anyway because I love Unmatched, but realistically, I would probably get for King and Country first because I actually know those 3 characters and I'm familiar with them. Those are probably like the biggest name characters in all these sets. Because another thing about the character selection is that like there's no like Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor. There's none of those, which I think in the online forums on Board Game Geek there was like kind of a mixed reaction because some people were like, well, I just don't want to get these sets because I don't know any of the characters. But some people were like, it actually makes sense that the strongest characters in the Marvel universe, such as Thor and Hulk, wouldn't be matched up against Robert Muldoon of all people. So like in the realm of Unmatched, it makes sense that maybe the lesser known, lesser powerful Marvel characters are coming into this world because those matchups make a little bit more sense. But I think it would actually be interesting to play as characters that I've never heard of before because I this is going to be hypocritical, but or I guess it would be hypocritical of me to say that because I got the Buffy the Vampire set because I started watching Buffy because they made a Buffy the Vampire set. So I'm definitely going to get all 4 of these sets and then learn about the characters so that when I play as them, it like makes the whole experience better. Because that's really what Unmatched is all about. It's not just like a fighting game. You're telling a story, you're playing as a character, and each deck works so differently than all the other ones. It's a lot of fun to get into the theme of the game. And so yeah, I'm definitely gonna get all 4 of these sets. But please let me know what you think of this roster selection in the comments. And as always, the art for these sets is just phenomenal. They had, I think, 3 returning artists come back. I think the person that did the Buffy box. I think the person that did the original box. I think their names are Heather something and Oliver Barrett. I think they're returning along with another one, and then they got like another artist. So obviously the art for all of the Unmatched sets is just incredible. But they released the two. I want to say like covers, the box art, I guess, for Redemption Row and Hell's Kitchen. Two very distinct styles, but it's very evocative either way. And now I touched on this earlier, but these are 3-packs, which means that one of the designers did confirm this in the forums at Board Game Geek, but they are actually coming out with official rules for 3-player variants. Before, it was either you played at 2 players or you played 4 players, and if you had 3 players, you would either have one person control 2 characters or you'd just house rule it. Some things that I've heard of online are you either just do a free-for-all, which kind of isn't really that fun because it ends up with just 2 people ganging up on one person, or you can try to do something where if you're sitting around a table, you try to kill the person on your left while the person on your right tries to kill you. But like, I've never actually tried them. I've only played this game as a straight 2-player game, so I'm interested to see what their official rule sets for 3 players is. The other thing that's interesting about a 3-pack that there hasn't been one before, so I'm not sure how much this will cost. The Jurassic Park 2-pack, which is an intellectual property, an IP. Obviously, Marvel is an IP. Was a little bit more expensive than the Bigfoot versus Robin Hood 2-pack. Obviously, because some of the money has to go to licensing. So that 2-pack for Jurassic Park was $30. The Buffy pack, which is an intellectual property 4-pack, that was $50. So if I had to guess, I would guess that each set is probably in the range of $35 to $45, probably around $40, which means all 4 of these sets is a lot of money. $160 is a lot of money. So I hope it's on like the lower end, like 30 or 35, but I guess we'll have to see. They didn't release any of the information specifically on any of the characters or the boards or anything else, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting. The Red Riding Hood versus Beowulf set had the most interesting mechanics to date, so I can only imagine it's going up from there. Although I do think they might try to keep these mechanics maybe on the simpler side, because Marvel is probably attracting a much broader... It has a broader appeal, so more people, maybe not just board gamers, will be interested in this. So maybe people with less experience will be buying these packs, so maybe they'll make that slightly less complex on a rules or strategy standpoint, but I guess we'll have to see. And that's really all the information I have right now. I wanted to make a video just so that you were aware that this existed, because if it hadn't been for the wonderful Josh Bart, I would not have known about this. And I think it's really interesting, and I'm really excited for it. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Please like the video if you liked it. And okay, let's be real. You've watched all the way to the end of this video. If you haven't subscribed by now, like I don't know what else I can do to persuade you in order to hit that shiny red button. But thanks. My 100 subscriber celebration is probably going to be tomorrow. I did promise I would eat an entire onion like an apple for that video, for that milestone. I'll make a video about it. So that should be dropping soon. I gotta make the Alice and Medusa vids, the strategy videos for that. Those will both be out before December 31st. And I might throw in some Splunky gameplays just because I'm done with school for the time being, and I yearn for an adventure into those caves. So, thanks for watching. That's all I got for today. Peace out.